video. I'll send this to Bill first. And your golf swing, a lot of people have talked about torque. Here's the problem with torque. People try to create it. Like, you can create it in your hands by baseball, like trying to squeeze this way, and try to crush the club. It kind of gives you natural torque. And so if you'll do these fingers and try to crush it, kind of gives you a natural torque. But this is creating torque up here. People are trying to create torque like this, like firm hips, and torque against it. That's not torque. That's torque, but it's bad torque. Torque is when this reaches this limit, this helps. This reaches this limit, legs help. That's natural torque that your spine can tolerate, likes. Better word. So the torque we need in this game is natural torque. Like I was just swinging this club up, go down like this. That's just a lever. That's just straight up and down. But there's more to it. That is a golf swing. But that's just a lever. So there's somebody, I can't remember his name, so that Bill's guy doesn't try to think I'm plagiarizing. There's a guy out there, he says, just to fold them up, turn your body, fold them down. Well, they'll fold down anyway, but fold them down way, turn the other way. So basically your arms are doing this. There's an easier way. And you have a pivot point here. That's not new. I come off that. If you'll pivot your hand, that's part of it. Feel where the club wants to go. It feels weightless right here. And it wants to go. Wants to go that way. Martin Ayers does that. Talks about hitting with the back of the club. It's key. It's just a feel. It's a feel of torque. Of torque that you're not trying to create by resisting parts of your body. Here's eventually the feel of a natural torque is comes up, and once it gets to a point right here, it feels like it's weightless. And you got to take this arm and bring it close to your middle. When you do, that creates a natural torque. Brings it in, and then it wants to keep going. So like your arm was going to go here, and it can't. But when it reaches this natural torque limit, see it twisted this way? When that elbow comes in to your middle, because that's a strong place for your core, it'll reach here and let go. But you can't force it. So if you bring it here, then you're just getting rid of everything right there. Swings up, gets weightless. This elbow comes in, put your shoulder in a safe place, right beside your body. Boom. Keep bringing it. Keep bringing this top of this arm in here. But you're going to feel it's going to get real tight right here. And your spine's trying to do this. So you've got to be, not move that way, but you got to be strong. Right here. Knock the butt out. It's a bad curve, but straight. solid, 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 solid. And when it comes up, you bring this top of this arm in here. You're not trying to pin it to your side. Actually, probably better if it's up here. So if you do this to your side, it just goes away. You have to create everything. When it comes in, and this top of this arm, this elbow comes on the top of your chest, not that way, that way. Makes this arm naturally feel like it's gonna go whoosh, like this, but it can't. So it reaches this limit. You're holding solid core, reaches this limit and untorques or slaps. You don't make a slap, you feel a slap. You don't cause a slap, you feel a slap. Like that video Bill's talking about Bryson DeChambeau. He says internal rotation. He said, well, it's got to stop so the club can catch up. He said, because if he keeps going, and I'm not plagiarizing, the Bryson DeChambeau said this, not me. But if I come in with internal rotation, and I keep going, that's where swing left is wrong. In my humble opinion. But Bryson DeChambeau said, I'm rotating internally. He even said up here, rotating there internally with my top of my arm. It's got to stop. What happens is it's got to stop about your middle, and when it stops here, so it's a stopping. He says, I'm throwing it. He's not throwing it. He's feeling a throw. It's not causing a throw, he's feeling a throw. I think that's the key. Stop. You feel a slap. Feel a push. Push happens. Don't do it. It's like if it's a throw. Just come in here. Feel this. You don't do this. If you try to throw a baseball and do that, or a football and do that, it all goes away. It goes, see my elbow? When I try to make it happen, but when I let it happen, it stays in there. When I try to make it happen, bad news. So if I come up and I'm weightless, and I bring this elbow in here, just bring it in here, bring it in here, bring it in here. It's gonna, the feeling is wanting to do this, wanting to go that way. But it can't obviously go that way. But that elbow and that arm coming in makes it want to do that way, and then you feel a slap. That's why it feels off the top. It does feel like you're going that way. What's happening is just letting go. You're going out in front of you. And winter's a funny time in Tennessee. You never know when we're going to have good weather or not. So I know this works. I've done it. But, well, let me say what I did, which you could kind of have a feel with. I knew it was working, but I didn't know it was this. I'll show Bill this. When I come down, I was trying to feel like this leg was going in under here. I was trying to go that way. I was trying to take my leg that way, my back leg. I was trying to take my back arm that way. And so what was happening, for one thing, is getting my spine about that far ahead of the ball. And It's natural. See, and when you're doing it, just moving slow, see how it looks like I'm holding an angle or not? When you're doing it fast, it torques, spirals. It's a spiral is all it is. I mean, that's just walking around here, but it's a spiral. I was actually using my torque. I was not sore, I was not hurting. My foot actually didn't hurt, except for like normal hurt. But it didn't. Usually when I play golf, it hurts a lot. So I torque my left foot so much. I don't torque it, but I drive it in the ground. I think it's just a bad habit. So play with that. And now I'll probably come back when I learn more.